I need to show you something. Um, I have recently been trying to. Well, I mean, ever since I got access to the CS2 beta, which I was actually day one, so yippee! But ever since I got access to it, I've been interested in buy binds, right? Your binds, because I relied pretty heavily upon them in Global Offensive. A lot of people use them. A lot of people relied on them, and so I don't even know where to put the auto exec, so I kind of left it alone. Recently, I figured out you go. It's in. Fuck. It's in your CS:GO game files. It's under game, and then here is basically where all the files are for CS2, and CS:GO CFG auto exec. That's where you put it. So once I figured that out, I started by just copying and pasting my auto exec from Global Offensive into CS2. And so I came in and I pushed my key. I just tried them out, and like half of them didn't work. So what the hell? So it turns out that particularly for the keypad, the number pad, which is what most people use for their binds, they have changed the names of keys between Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Counter-Strike 2. So let me show you. This, by the way, this is this is csgobinds.com. What? Hold on. Oh my god. Great, cause it links to CS:GO binds. Whatever. Localhost 5500. There. Yes. This is me running a development server of my fork of CS:GO binds, because I have a fork of it to make CS2 binds, because it's open source, so I did that. Anyways, so I made this drop down to demonstrate, to try and make different binds, and also demonstrate. So, like, in Global Offensive, these are referred to by, like their function. So, like, end, or down arrow, or page down. Whereas in 2, they're referred to by their number. So, 1, 2, and 3. 2. And so that's why I made this fork, is you could have this drop down, and then if I assign something here, it says KP insert, Kevlar vest, or whatever, and I generate the binds, great. But then when I switch off to CS2, oh great, it's KP0, actually. And then I can generate the binds, and it'll make it for KP0. So I made that change. I actually have a pull request, whatever. Boring programming nerd stuff. What you care about is Global Offensive, or Counter-Strike. So I go in the game to test out my binds generated with the tool, and I push my key to buy an op. And I get an auto sniper. This happens on T as well. If I buy an op, it'll give me an auto sniper. So why? I don't know. You buy an auto sniper with an op, and you buy a op with an AUG, and you buy an AUG with an SSG08, and no shit, no, I gotta buy an SSG08. And I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. Wait, then how do you buy a scout? These things I don't worry about, because I've also found that the buy command is broken in many other ways. For instance, when you run the buy command without specifying an item, it'll show you the usage. It'll show you a list of your valid items. So you've got, Glock, all this stuff. Notably missing that were there in CS:GO were the things are missing. Notably missing: Mag 7, sawed off, Negev, M249, and then the auto snipers aren't there. So those were removed from the list between Global Offensive and CS2. Also, that are not there are the CZ75 and the R8 revolver, which makes sense. In my mind, when I was first finding out about this, I saw that missing from the list, and I was like, okay, fine. They just didn't add it to the list, because in Global Offensive, it wasn't in the list, because you couldn't be able, you were never able to buy, both of them in a given match. So if I wanted to buy a revolver, I would just send buy Deagle, and if I had it equipped, I would get the revolver. But you know, this is Counter-Strike 2. You got your loadouts. So what the hell? How am I gonna buy a CZ75 while also having a 5.7 equipped? So that's when I also saw, you know, like the Mag 7 and everything weren't there. Here's how you buy. Elites. Here's how you buy a CZ75 auto. Oh, that revolver. Fine. Here's how you buy a revolver. I don't know. It's inconsistent. That's why I'm making this video. You buy a revolver by buying the dualies. You buy the dualies by buying a P250. You buy a P250 by buying a Deagle. I don't understand. I don't get why this is. And cool thing, you actually, let's see if I can, yeah, let me replace Elite with a 5.7 here. Let me put my 5.7 into Elite, right? Here's how you actually buy a CZ. You buy a CZ by buying a 5.7. So, I'll be damned if I know how this works. It's inconsistent. It's weird. Honestly, I have no idea why Valve did just add the necessary items into this valid list and instead opted to do this weird inconsistent stuff. Because also, this is the same for your mid-tier weapons. So like if I want to buy a Mag 7, I think I'd buy a Nova. Yeah, I guess a Mag 7 and all that. I think it was P90. That gets me a Negev. So I don't know how this works. I don't have the time right now to figure it out. Maybe at a later date, but I felt like I might as well just record this to show to the world, so to speak, because maybe someone else might have the time and the energy to experiment with this and to toy and figure out what the rule is behind this. I mean, regardless, even if we figure out what the rules are behind this, this is a really stupid way to do this. Like, it makes buy-binds really weird, because, like, if you have inconsistent commands, then, like, it might make it harder or even impossible to have a website like this that'll generate them for you. So, this video is also, down on my knees, begging, pleading to Valve, to good old Gavin, to actually make the console work. I mean, I know this is a stretch, but maybe make documentation for your console. But yeah, so that's that. Thanks for watching. I hope that this actually accomplishes something. See ya.